All right, class, so we're going to do something a little bit different today. You can take your practice paper that you've been working on, and I want you to fold it. It doesn't have to be in half, but we're going to fold it so we make 2 columns for ourselves, right? So you have enough room to write at least one 4-letter word on each side. All right, so do a nice little fold in your paper there. All right, so we are going to use our paper that we folded to organize different times that we use different k. Because the nice thing about English, even though there's lots of options for us of different ways to write certain sounds, there's lots of rules that help us know when to write each sound. So up here on the board, I'm going to draw my line. All right, so that's just like your paper. I want to write big so you can see it. So my line is what is going to divide my paper. So on one side, I'm going to put, so actually on my right side, I'm going to put this phonogram. Class, what is this? Say it with me. 2-letter k, used only after a single vowel that says a, e, or a. All right, and on the other side, we're going to put, I'm going to write something that might not make sense, and then I'll explain it. So I'm going to put V, C, E. All right, and I'll actually underline this so we know. So this is saying when we have a vowel and a consonant and then a silent final E, job 1. And then we're going to, then I'm going to write use line letter k. All right. So make sure your labels look like mine. So this is going to help us practice organizing our words because there's a nice rule that we have to help us with this. So this one, 2-letter k, we only use after we have a single vowel that's saying its first sound. All right, so anytime we have a word where a single vowel says its first sound, we're going to use this 2-letter k. However, if we have a vowel and then a consonant and then a silent final E, then we know that we're going to use line letter k. Right? So does anyone remember why, if I want to make a k sound, all right, so does anyone know why if we have a vowel and a consonant, a silent final E, why do we use line letter K or line letter K instead of K? Do you remember? I put it up here on the board to help us. I want you to say this rule with me. C followed by E, I, or Y says S. Right, and for this I say S because it has the 2 on top of it. So let's say that one more time. C followed by E, I, or Y says S. All right, so anytime, remember we practiced this yesterday, anytime we have a word like bake, I think, or cake, we have to use line letter K here because otherwise the C would make it say its second sound. And then if we wanted to write bake, it would say base instead. All right, so if we're doing a vowel, consonant, silent final E, job 1, that has a K here for this consonant sound, we're going to use what? Say it with me. Line letter K. But if we have a vowel saying its first sound, we're going to use our K, 2-letter K, used only after a single vowel that says a, e, or a. All right, so let's sound out some words and then we'll figure out where we're going to write them. All right, so the first word we'll use bake. All right, class, what sounds do we hear in the word bake? As in, I like to bake cookies. All right, what sounds do we hear in the word bake? Tell me. B, A. All right, wait, but we have to figure out which k we're going to use. Is our vowel, is it saying its first sound or is it saying its name? It's saying its name, which means we have a silent final E, job 1, so we need to use line letter K for our K in bake. All right, so one more time, tell me what we're going to write to spell bake. And then what? Silent final E, job 1. And which k are we going to use? Say it with me. Line letter k. All right, so we'll put it in this column, write bake, and say the sounds while you write them. All right, and then when you're finished, put your pencil down, so I know we're ready to move on. All right, class, what do I need to write to spell bake? Tell me. B, good. What's next? A, great. Which k is it? Say with me. Line letter k. All right, and what else? This doesn't say bake yet. What do I have to add? Silent final E, job 1. Great job, class. So make sure your bake looks like mine. All right, and let's mark it. Does this need a marking? How about this? Good, we need to underline our A because it's saying its name. How about this?
No.
Oh, yep, good. We underlined the consonant that goes between our vowel and our silent final E. And how about this? Good, we're going to double underline our silent final E, job 1. And I'll actually go ahead and mark this up there, so we hope that helps us remember what it is. All right, let's read our word. Are you ready? All right, sitting up nice and straight. What's our word? Great job, class. It's bake. Bake. All right, now we're going to write the word back. Class, what's our word? Good, as in, oh, I strained my back lifting that heavy furniture. Back. All right, what sounds do we hear in the word back? Good, it's back. But is our a, is it saying its first sound or is it saying its name? Oh, it's saying ah. That's its first sound. So wait, our two-letter k, say the rest of it with me, used only after a single vowel that says ah, I, or All right, and we've got ah, so we know that we're going to use this for back. All right, so we're going to use our k, two-letter k, used only after a single vowel that says ah, or All right, write back and say the sounds while you write them. All right. Are you ready to tell me what to write to spell back? Are you ready? All right, put your finger under that first phonogram and tell me what I need to write to spell back, class. Good, but. Great. Good, and say the k that we're going to use with me. K, two-letter k, used only after a single vowel that says ah, I, or All right, great work, class. Does this need a marking? How about this? So our vowel is saying its first sound, so we don't need to mark it, but how about our k, two-letter k? Yep, we need to underline it to show that those two letters go together to make that sound. All right, let's go on down and do another one. All right, so let's write the word like. All right, class, what are we going to write?
Like.
Yes, I do not like snakes. They scare me. Like. All right, what sounds do we hear in the word like? O, I. All right, good. Our sounds in like are O, I, k. All right, but this is I-E. All right, so that means, excellent. We have a silent final E, job 1 at the end, and our vowel is saying its name. So are we going to use line letter k, or are we going to use k, two-letter k. Oh, so we've got a silent final E, so we need to use line letter k. All right. So are you ready? When we write like, we're going to use which k? Say it with me. Line letter k. All right, write the sounds in like and say them while you write them. All right, did you finish writing it? All right, then tell me what I need to write to spell like. What do I need to write to spell like?
O.
Good, O.
I.
Great. And which k is it? Line letter k. Great job, line letter k. And what else do we need? Our word isn't finished. Great, silent final E. Job 1. All right, so make sure your like looks like mine. And then we'll mark it. Does this need a marking? It's saying its name, so we need to underline it. How about this one? Yep, we need to underline it because it's part of that team. And show me how we mark this. Good, we double underline our silent final E. Job 1. All right. Now that we wrote our word, let's read it. And we're almost done. Come on, give it your best effort. Sit up nice and straight. All right, ready to read our word? Great job. We'll do one more word, and that's the word lick. What's the word?
Lick.
Yes. I like to lick the lollipop. Lick. All right, what sounds do you hear in the word lick? Great, it's O, I. All right, but this is it. Wait. It's our I-E saying I. So which are we going to use? Are we going to use line letter k? Are we going to use k, two-letter k? Great, because our vowel's saying its first sound, so we know we're going to use this. So write the sounds in lick and say them while you write them. All right. Class, tell me what I need to write to spell lick. And which k is it? Say it with me. Two-letter k, used only after a single vowel that says a, or a. All right. So make sure your lick looks like mine. All right. And now let's mark it. Does this need a marking? No, it's saying its first sound. How about this? Good, we underline our k, two-letter k. All right. Let's read our word and then we are finished for this session. Are you ready? Let's read our word.
Lick.
All right, excellent job, class. I'll see you tomorrow.